He's crashing. He's checking crack. Slam, slam, slam. Jammer, jammer, jammer.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Pick that.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Get the flag. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike, 55. 55, Mike. Here we go, here we go.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Lucky. Check. Big edge. Switch. Where'd he go? Check.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Joker. 26, check 26. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Hazard. Blue down. Mike 56, Mike 56. Y'all not ready.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action with Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second and a couple. Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check that set. Check.
On first down, here's Love. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Yellow. I go, Lou, lady. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Yellow, yellow. 66. Fully right.
Now Gordon on first down. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
25 yards there on the catch and run. From midfield now, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
And going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. Haskins going for it all. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this... Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left sideline, it's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is caught, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's go, baby.
A big